But first, supporting those who serve our communities. This morning, we are taking a moment to honor and remember our first responders who protect and rescue us each and every day. One of those first responders we're highlighting today, this morning, is fallen firefighter Terry Farrell, who has been killed at the September 11th, obviously the attacks.
Yes. Really something that, I think makes a lot of people emotional to think about. But what's interesting is that there are so many people today that don't remember September 11th. They weren't around for that. So joining us now with the Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund of Georgia is Scott and Laurel. Malcolm, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We have to start off with talking about who Terry was, please. Can you give us some background?
Terry was a firefighter with FDNY. He was the chauffeur on Rescue 4, the driver on Rescue 4 on September 11th, and he and his entire crew lost their lives that day. His brothers started the fund in 2002, and we now have 15 chapters. We are the Georgia chapter.
Yeah, it continues to just hit. I think all of us remember exactly where we were, and obviously those lives that were lost are just unimaginable. Let's talk about this fund, how it started, how people can participate, and what that means coming into next week.
Okay.
How it started was the brothers set this up in 2002. It was out of love and a need to take care of originally the children of the 343 firefighters killed. It started as a scholarship fund and quickly grew into a need to help first responders in critical times of crisis, line of duty death, line of duty illness, critical injury, things like that. And then it has grown into also a scholarship program and a grant program for mental health awareness. So we facilitate and pay for those treatments as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned line of duty illness, because that's something that unfortunately, if you're not familiar, anyone watching right now, cancer is unfortunately very prevalent within the firefighter community, and it is not in a lot of let's say, stations across the country considered a line of duty death, even though we know that often these cancers are caused by the nature of the job. So that is a really important piece, I think, to this fund that people should know a little bit more about. You also, Laurel, shared with me the shirt in the back. This is also going to be available to people, right, that can be participating in the stair climb. So can you talk about this event you all have coming up?
Yeah, Saturday morning, we start sign in at 8 o'clock. It's going to be at Truist Park, and we have to thank the Atlanta Braves and the Braves Foundation for being so generous and allowing us to use the facility at Truist Park. But the event itself, again, starts at, check-in starts at 8. Opening ceremonies will begin at 8:30. We're going to have the Commemorative Air Force, Air Base Georgia. We'll be doing a flyover. We have some special guests that are going to be there, and it's open to anybody. It's not just for firefighters. It's not just for public safety. It's for anybody that wants to come and join us. And you'll climb the equivalent of 110 stories, which is what the firefighters did on September 11th. And it's a good time.
Yeah, a way to build community as well, but also pay tribute to what had happened. And we also want to mention that you guys have a partnership with the Fraternal Order of Leatherhead Society. Will you talk a little bit more about that as well?
Yeah.
We do. It's we refer to them as the fools. And they do themselves. So if you see fools out there, because it's a long name. So they are the Georgia Fools, the 575 Fools. There are several chapters across the United States. It is a huge organization. We partner with them. They do a lot of training, and most of their training is free that they do for fire departments. And people come in, how to stay safe. They're a great organization. They bring a lot to the table. They bring a lot of recognition. So we've worked with them for the last 2 years. It's a great partnership. So they're wonderful people.
Thank you for the work you all are doing. I know it has benefited thousands and thousands of families across the country, because this is not the only chapter here in Georgia. So thank you for the work you're doing. And everyone, the 9/11 stair climb is happening this Saturday, September 7th at Truist Park, with opening ceremonies beginning at 8:30 a.m. And for more information, head over to atliveshow.com.